Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to talk about graphing relationships. Let's get started. Today we're going to take a look at three types of graphs. This is the first graph, this is the second graph, and this is the third graph. For the first graph, this is called an increasing graph. This is growing bigger, it gained, or it's going up. This is a decrease. The second graph is a decreasing graph, which means it's getting smaller, lessened, or going down. And this is a constant graph, which means that it stays the same, steady, and continuous. For the increasing and decreasing graphs, the value is growing bigger. For example, this is the origin, so this is 0. So if it's starting at 0 and it's going up, the value is growing bigger. Okay? The value is growing bigger. If this is 50 up here, over here is 50, and this is the origin, 0, the value is growing bigger. It gained more, and the physical line is going up. You can see that this is pointing up. For the decreasing graph, the value is getting smaller. If this is 50 again over here, then this would be like 3 down here on the x-axis. This is 50 up here, this would be like 3. This is getting smaller. The value is getting smaller. The value has lessened, and the physical line is pointing downwards. This stays the same. It's a constant graph. In today's example, we are going to be describing these three graphs. I created different borders so that you can see the different changes between the graph. First, it increases slightly, and then increases rapidly. So the height, if we're talking about height, it increases slightly, and then increases rapidly, or the time. For this one, I set up 2 barriers. And for the first part over here, this increases steadily, remains constant. Remember, for a constant speed, it stays the same. It's literally a straight line, a straight horizontal line. So this is constant, remains at constant speed, and then increases slightly. It doesn't go really up like graph A at the end. It increases slightly, it just goes up just a teeny tiny bit. And then for graph C, it increases steadily, which means it keeps going. It's increasing at a constant pace. Now we're going to take a look at the second part of identifying graphs. This is a continuous graph. A continuous graph measures time, temperature, and distance. It includes fractional amounts and is sketched with connected and straight lines. For example, you can measure distance in fractional amounts. You can say 4 feet and 2 inches. That's fractional amounts. So this is measured with fractional amounts and is sketched with connected and straight lines. So all of these lines are connected together. This is a discrete graph. A discrete graph is accounted in people, animals, and objects. And you cannot measure this in fractional amounts. You can't take half of a person, half of an animal, half of an object, half of a train. You cannot do this in fractional amounts. So it's the whole number. And over here, it is written in a series of distinct points. You can see all these different points over here. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to visit us at tinyurl.com/myquicklessons. Our website includes practice materials, extra help, resources, Q&A sessions, and even ebooks to read online. Don't miss out and visit us today.